everyone, and welcome to my video. So today we will be looking at the distance formula, which is derived from the Pythagorean formula, basically. So it's the distance between 2 points on a graph. So once you've got your 2 points, the formula is basically the square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. So we're going to start with the first exercise. So we've got our 2 points here. So 1 is x1 and 5 is x2, and then 3 is y1 and 7 is y2. So that makes it a little easier for us. It's broken down. So what we're going to start with is writing the square root, and then if we just follow the formula, we'll do x2, so 5, minus x1, which is 1, squared, plus y2, so 7, minus y1, which is 3, squared. And then we're just going to break that down, and that is going to give us our distance. So distance equals, and we'll just keep breaking it down here. So 5 minus 1 is 4. So basically we've got 4 squared plus 7 minus 3 is also 4, so 4 squared, and then that can be broken down even more into the square root of 4 squared is 16 plus 4 squared, which is 16, so 16 plus 16, and then we can break that down even more to the square root of 32. And you can either leave it at that, so the distance between the dots is the square root of 32, or if you want to, you can use your calculator and put in the square root of 32, which ends up being 5.66 if you round it to 2 decimal points. So as you can see, it's fairly easy to do. We'll just do it again with number 2 here so you get another example. So again, the distance is the square root of x2, so minus 4 minus 8 squared plus y2, so minus 10 minus 9 squared. And we'll just break that down even more. So we've got minus 4, and for me, when I see 2 negatives, it just becomes a plus automatically, so it's minus 4 plus 8 squared plus minus 10, again 2 negatives, so plus 9 squared. And then we'll break it down even more to minus 4 plus 8, which is 4 squared, plus minus 10 plus 9, which ends up being minus 1 squared. So now we do 4 squared, which is 16, plus minus 1 times minus 1, which is 1. So our distance is the square root of 17. Sorry, my pen is running out here. But the distance is the square root of 17, so we can either leave it at that, or you can put it in your calculator, which will become, the distance will then be, I'm really sorry, 4.12. So the distance is 4.12 units between points. And there we have it. All right, so I thought it would be good to do it if we were looking at the points on a graph and we had to find them ourselves. So on this exercise sheet, the first exercise is basically finding the distance between point A and point B. So if we look at our graph, point A over here is x on the y, or sorry, on the x-axis, it's 8. So, and then on the y-axis, it is 3. And then for B, the x-axis is -1, and the y-axis is -7. So we've got our 2 points here. 8 would be x1, -1 would be x2, 3 is y1, and -7 is y2. We'll scratch that out here so we've got a bit of space to work. So the distance formula, again, is the exact same, whether you've got your points already or you have to find them yourself on the graph. So it's d equals the square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. So let's just do that. We've got -1 minus 8 squared plus -7 minus 3 squared. Let's break it down even more. We've got -1 minus 8, which is -9 squared, plus -7 minus 3, which becomes -10 squared, and then that makes 81 plus 100, which makes it the square root of 181. I'm really not having some good luck with my pen today. My goodness. Our distance is basically the square root of 181, and if we want to break it down even more, it becomes 13.45 if you were to input it into your calculator and you wanted 2 decimal points. Again, I'm sorry about the pen, but the distance is the square root of 181, or 13.45. Thank you for watching, and I hope this video was useful. Let me know if you have any more questions.